Yeah, I think that's a big part of the pre-season. Obviously there's a tactical piece, but there's a huge physical component. So today was a good chance for us to give a lot of guys more minutes than they've been exposed to. Different players probably getting longer than they've had in the last 3 games. So again, just filling the tanks up, putting minutes in the legs, and hopefully a step forward in a physical direction.
And you mentioned there is that tactical element as well, and coaching staff has 135 minutes to go back and watch today. So as you're just off the field, what are some of sort of the major takeaways that you can evaluate just as you step off the field?
Yeah, the big takeaway obviously is the elements as well. I think everybody could see the wind played a factor for both teams. I think obviously fresh, there's moments that we have to do better. We created some good opportunities, the last pass, last service into the box. We had some good moments to finish attacks that we probably would like to take back. And then defensively, the goals we gave up are really disappointing from our end. Take those 2 things out. We defended quite well as a whole. It's kind of individual error / mistake that led to the goals. But overall, like every pre-season game, we're still trying to move the needle forward, and a lot of positives to take away and some learning lessons.
I don't know, when we spoke earlier in preseason, you mentioned before taking this job, obviously this staff had watched a lot of film. You had a general idea of what you had, but you've now had 4 weeks on the field with the group as well. How valuable has this time been just for the staff to sort of evaluate the group a bit and see what you have in the group?
Yeah, I think it's valuable from an individual standpoint. We learn a lot about the players individually, but also combinations of players, team cohesion, where we still need to improve as a group, where we've made some good strides. And again, we're moving forward, so it's important for us. We'll take the lessons from today, good, bad and ugly, and we keep moving.
And this was the last preseason match here in Florida, still a few more days on the training ground, but as you near the end of this time in Sarasota and Bradenton, how do you feel about sort of the foundation that this group has been able to lay?
I think the last couple of minutes of the game kind of give that impression. Last 3 minutes we have 2 good opportunities. The guys are still pushing, so there's a hunger, there's a commitment to compete, and that's what we're about. We want to make sure we're going forward in the right direction, but we will never want to lose that edge, that mentality that's a strong part of us. And I think the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game display that. Of course, as a team, there's tactically things we'll keep moving forward with also, but the guys I think are in a good spot.
And finally, as you get closer and closer to that season opener, what sort of is the focus and the mindset over these last couple of weeks as you do start to prepare for that actual match on February 21st?
Yeah, I think comes smaller details, so little things that we still have to improve tactically in possession, combinations of players. We're still to put out a team where we've had a lot of different lineups, different